All right. Welcome to the Star Command Podcast Picks Edition. This is a late Friday night episode, so we can get you guys these picks early. Uh, we had a pretty good weekend this past weekend. We both hit for over a grand. I was 5-0 on my college picks, 2-3 in the NFL, so we'll try to improve there. Alan was 5-0 on his college or NFL picks,
4-0 with a push.
4-0 with a push.
Not a loss, though. Not a loss.
There you go. So, who do you like this week, Alan?
This week in college football, I've got a five-teamer for you guys. It is starting with in number 16 ranked Indiana at home to win the game against Nebraska. Like what Indiana's doing this year. I think they're going to ride this momentum until they meet the big dogs later on, but keep beating everybody that's on their schedule that's not Michigan, Penn State, Ohio State. Army is going to cover 17 and a half. Pretty
Like
confident.
it.
East Carolina's a weak opponent. Like in the academy, taking that covering, winning by 18 or more. Navy will also cover 16 points. They will win by 17 or more. Again, at home against Charlotte, weak opponent. Charlotte's been blown out a lot this year.
Yeah.
Texas Tech to win at home against Baylor.
Okay.
I think that spread is 6. Still the 6 kind of scared me. So I went ahead and just got a money line to win over Baylor. And then Iowa is on the road at Michigan State. Iowa to win. Nobody's scared of Michigan State this year. So it's Indiana to win, Army to cover 17 and a half points, Navy minus 16, Texas Tech to win, and Iowa to win.
All right, nice. I like it. Who do you like in the NFL this week?
NFL, let's see here. NFL, we're going to start with the team that looked maybe the worst last week, the Jacksonville Jaguars. They have been resting over there across the Atlantic. They're going to cover the 6 points against the Patriots, who are just the worst team. I'm going to take the Jags minus 6, having more comfortability this week and just playing a weak opponent. So Jags minus 6, Bengals playing the Browns. Enough said. Minus 5.5.
Right.
Lions are going to beat the Vikings.
Money
So give
line.
me the plus 1.5. They're plus 1.5. Give me that 1.1.5 points. They're going to win the game. Eagles to cover against the Giants. Eagles just own the Giants.
Right.
Uh, that's just one of
Saquon's
those
making his
matchups.
homecoming.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the Ravens to win against the Bucks. I think it's a great game, but Lamar Jackson's record against NFC is 27-1, I believe.
Yeah.
Something like that. So it's Jaguars minus 6, Bengals minus 5.5, Lions plus 1.5, Eagles to win, and the Ravens to win. Feel really good about those. Hopefully, I'll be 9-0 and I'll push come Monday.
Yes, yes. I like it. I like it. All right. So for me in college, I liked a lot of the picks that you had. I've got a couple of those on a ticket, but so I like Clemson minus 21 against Virginia. Virginia's coming to Death Valley there in Clemson. Clemson, ever since that Georgia loss, first game of the season, has scored like 40 plus points. And I just don't think Virginia can keep up with them. I like the minus 21. Clemson's been putting on a clinic. I like Illinois plus 3.5 hosting Michigan. Just think that no passing game for Michigan is going to be a detriment to them. Illinois got a really good offense and can put up some points. And I just think Michigan's one trick ponies about had enough. I like Iowa State minus 13.5 hosting UCF. UCF has no legitimate wide receiver options. They've been getting blown out almost every week. I mean, Colorado just dropped 50, almost 50 on them a couple weeks ago.
I think they're playing a backup quarterback as well.
Right. And so Iowa State's been rolling through the Big 12, so I like them to continue that. I like SMU minus 16 over Stanford. Stanford's just bad at football, man. I know SMU's kind of crushed your hopes and dreams early this season, but they seem to have the everything figured out. They've gotten onto the right page, and again, Stanford's just bad at football. And one more for you is Bowling Green minus 21 hosting Kent State. Kent State has not won a game this season, and they've been blown out in every game that they've played. So give me Bowling Green minus 21 hosting Kent State.
Nice.
All right.
Poor
Now
Kent
for my,
State.
huh?
Poor Kent State. Those poor
Yeah.
kids.
And so For my NFL picks, um, I've got the Rams minus 6.5 at the Raiders. I know that 6.5 is usually a detriment, but the Raiders are just bad at football. I like the Chargers minus 2.5 over the Cardinals. The Cardinals cannot stop the run. And so I think that they're going to be able to get that. I like the Commanders +8 over the or -8 over the Panthers. We got to get the taste out of our mouth from that loss last week. The Panthers have no ability to stop the run, and Brian Robinson Jr. is coming back this week. He was our missing piece last week. So give me the Commanders -8. I like the Bills -3.5 over the Titans. And then I like the Falcons on the money line against the Seahawks.
All right. Nice. If you were doing a survivor pool, what would your survivor pick be this week?
Washington.
You are doing a survivor pool.
I am doing a survivor pool this week, and that was my pick. And I really meant to make it the Broncos after all of the news about the Saints injuries came out, and I forgot to go in and change it. I'm okay with keeping it the way it is, but that Broncos game was legit last night. They looked
Yeah, they did.
Saints looked horrible. So between that and the two college games that played last night, I made a little $75. So
Cha-ching, keep stacking it. That's what we try
yeah,
to do, right? We try to
most
make these
definitely.
picks, put them out there so you guys can stack cash with us.
That's right. So that is the picks edition of the Star Command podcast. If you can and would like, subscribe, share, pass it along, let everybody else get in on a little bit of this dough. And with that, we are out.